I'm Joel Zellers of Upright Running, and I'm here to talk to you today about hip ground angle and how that can be used on incline or decline sections of your run. So how can we use hip ground angle with our center of mass to move forward more efficiently uphill? Well, we have to get the center of mass over the ground contact point. We need to move that center of mass over that pivot point to move forward. I'm going up in a hill. I have to get that hip and that center of mass over my toe or my heel. And it's much easier to get it over that shorter distance that is my heel than my toe. So what do? I push through the heel rather than pushing through the toe. The heel allows me to use my full foot for balance. The forefoot can be used for lateral, medial balance, and the heel can be used to push. So I have 3 points of contact with the ground versus with my forefoot only, I have maybe 2 points, the inside and outside of the ball of my foot. A lot of people complain about having too much speed when they go downhill and also having too little control. How can we change those two things with our hip ground angle? By landing on our heel, we have a stronger angle. By landing on our toe, we have a weaker angle. So if we land on our heels going downhill, we will move faster. If we land on our toes, we have much more control because the angle is much more farther forward, and that means our center of mass is behind our hips and we have control. Also, by landing on the forefoot, you can grab laterally, medially with you can grab the ground with your foot and support yourself. So as soon as your heel hits the ground, you can use those quads, glutes, hamstring muscles to control yourself. But if you're landing on your heel, even if your knees are bent, you don't have control because your foot doesn't have a firm grasp of the ground. So you have to wait until your forefoot contacts the ground and the muscles activate before you can effectively use your muscles. So that's how hip and ground contact angle can be used when going uphill or downhill. If you're going uphill and you're struggling with weak calves and your back is kind of killing you, your lower back, I really recommend pushing through the heels and trying to move that hip forward rather than pushing through the forefoot when going uphill. However, going downhill, you want to land on your forefoot as well, but you want to grab the ground with your heel, and that will give you control. Grabbing the ground sooner with your forefoot activates those muscles in your calf, and that means that as soon as your heel hits, you can use those muscles in your calves and your quads to interact with the ground immediately and effectively. Versus if you're landing on your heel, you can't really push anyway, and if you land on uneven ground, you're going to roll your ankle. If you have a forefoot landing going downhill, you will have much more control and your foot can adapt to any changes in terrain, meaning that your ankle will be much safer and stronger in the long run. All right, so if this helped you in any way, please leave a comment down below and let me know what kind of videos I can make to help you or how this video could have been better. I really want to make a great resource for you all, so let me know and I'll see you next time.